All right, ladies, welcome back to Proudly Her podcast. I am Nadira Baye, and I'm excited you are here. And in this episode, we're going to talk about how it has to be you. That's right, queens, you heard it. It has to be you. I see you on the inside. Hey, how's it going? Hello. I always get the hands like jazz hands. And what's the movie? What's the cheerleader movie? I forget, but it was funny from the 90s. But hey, how you doing? How's it going? Hope it's going well. We are here. We are here, queens. It is episode 25. 25. So funny. So I got an email. I'll make it real quick. I got an email and someone said that most people don't get past episode 10. And the fact that we are going strong, y'all are checking in, you are dialed in, you are getting what you need and God willing and more makes me so happy. And we are going. We are past 10 episodes. We are past 10 episodes. Most people don't make it to 10 episodes and we're doing it. And then also something about habits. They say that like so many different studies where it says it takes 14 days, 7 days, 21 days. But regardless, be consistent, queen. Be consistent. And we're going to talk about that in this episode too. But I'm so excited. You see, I'm just like, but I am. How are you? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I really, really do. And I'm so glad that you are here. All right. Episode 25. Huge deal. So excited. So grateful that you were here. And we're going to keep on going. God willing. Alrighty. So in this episode, we're going to talk about how it has to be you. That's right. It has to be you. And what does that mean exactly? Like, I want you to think about it. He's like, what is she saying? It has to be you. What does that mean? Well, it has to be you means just that. It has to be you, queen. It has to be you. It has to be you, the one that is going for your dreams. It has to be you, the one that has a vision. It has to be you, the one that takes action on everything you want. It has to be you. Because why not you? If God put in you dreams, aspiration, goals, there's a reason for that. There's a reason why he put that in you and on you, because he wants you to bring that to life. So important. He wants you, wherever you're watching this in the world, no matter what is happening. And I know it can be difficult. And you know, I'm not about like, oh, it's not real. Wish it away. Let's just just pretend things are not happening. No, if things are really happening, let's acknowledge it. Let's have awareness of it and let's do something about it, right? But the thing is, when it has to be you, your goal's there for you. God will not, he's not tricky like that. He doesn't want to hurt you. He wants you to have the best, and he put that in you and on you so you can bring that to life because he knows that you can. He knows that you can. And although it might seem so far-fetched, so grandiose, it's like, why do I keep having visions that open up a business? Why do I keep having these visions of doing this? Why do I have these visions of doing that? Why? I never thought about that before. And now it's just like I'm dreaming about it. I'm having visions of it. Like I'm just daydreaming, thinking of it. Why is that happening? I feel that I'm feeling that it's a possibility and I see the positivity in it. And why is that happening? It's because it's for you, queen. And even though it's just like, well, no, look what I've been through. There's no way impossible. There's no way in the world that would work, that would happen. I get it. I completely get it. I get it. I get believing that. I believe thinking that it can't happen. I know. I get why that would happen, but also know that there's a reason why, like we discussed, is why it's happening. The devil whispers. He wants you to have imposter syndrome. He wants you to believe you can't do it. He wants you to believe like you don't have the time and you're not worthy enough and all that. He wants you to believe that. That's why that's happening. And then your surroundings, right? And everything we're seeing is giving so-called evidence of that, because a lot of things we sometimes see are negative. So it's just perpetuating that negative, that lie, that false belief. And remember episodes before we spoke about that, and we'll continue to talk about it because it's true. So that's why, or the way you were raised, the way your beliefs, that's what you were taught, and you have to unlearn that, right? So I understand completely why you would think that way. Like, like, how in my position I'm able to turn this around? I get it. But there is a way. There is a way. And you deserve to have a better life. You deserve to have greatness. You deserve to have whatever it is God wants for you. You deserve to have those things. You deserve to have peace. You deserve to have harmony. You deserve to have being content. Contentment's a big one too. I was listening to an amazing podcast earlier, and the imam, he was saying that he spoke about, those, you have to get to a place in your relationship with God where you're content, whether you have a lot of money or not. Because some people that have all this wealth, they're in contentment. They're in stress all the time. They're not at peace. And there are those that don't have that, those resources, where they are finding contentment with God because they know God is abundant. And that's true, Queen. That is absolutely true. And this is why it has to be you, is because God is of abundance. There is no shortage of what he has for you and what he wants to give you. There is none. None. And again, I understand believing that it cannot turn around. Like how? Like whether it be circumstances, whether it be your financial circumstances, the way you were raised, like the things I've gone over, your where you're living, just anything. I get it. But that is the tactic and strategy of the enemy. He wants you to believe that so badly that you're like, it's in you, that it's what you breathe, that impossibility, the imposter syndrome, that the insecurities. It's something how all of those start with an I. Impossibilities, insecurities, imposter syndrome, the I am. But then we switch that to I am. Remember, I am amazing. I am great. I am powerful. I am created from greatness. So therefore greatness lives in me. I am. You see how that passion, you see how I just went on, like I got close and got low and then I just got intense? Because it's true, Queen. It's true. You are. I am. Feel it from your chest. Feel it. Because your I am is connected to, it has to be me. That's why. Your connection with your I am is connected to, it has to be me. It is. And I'm going to say it one more time for the people in the back. The I am is connected to, it has to be me. It has to be you. It has to be you. You, right now. You. It has to be. Because God makes no mistakes. It doesn't. None. And I know, listen, the world is like, whoa. Like, whoa. Remember that song back in the day? Whoa. Dun, dun, dun. What's that? What? Oh my God, was that Big Rock? I forget. Like, whoa. Remember Nitro? Like what? But I digress. It's scary. Things are happening in the world. Darkness has been happening a lot. Things are happening. And I get it. I see it. And I'm like I said, like, whoa. But I know that there's a creator. And I know that he's in charge of everything. Despite all the negativity we see, even the evil that we see, I know that he's in charge. And therefore, I know he's taking care of everything, including you and me and everyone else. I know that for a fact. So this is why your I am is connected to, it has to be me, is because God wants the best for you, no matter the season, no matter the temperature of the world, no matter what's going on, no matter the circumstances. He knows what he has for you and he put on you and in you, and therefore it has to be you. It has to be you. It really does. It does. If I believe for 1 second that I was not supposed to start a podcast, if I believe for 1 second I wasn't supposed to be a coach, a life coach, and a communication strategist out there helping women believe and know their truth about them, that they are powerful and that they deserve an incredible life. If I didn't know that about myself and I didn't believe that God has it, let me back up. If I didn't put God first and trust in him first, I won't be able to trust in what I can do. Because again, it's tied, my belief in me is that God can do it. He's got everything. He's got everything. And I kid you not, Right now, y'all, there is a moment in my life right now where it's just very like, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. My husband and I both are like, we don't know what's going to happen. But we are holding strong, and my family as well. We are holding strong to our faith in God that everything is going to work out. God willing, inshallah, everything is going to work out. And I believe that and know that for you too. But we have to have that connection with God. It has to be very important. You know how I roll. I am going to talk about the Almighty. That is going to happen. That's the reason why we're here. And this is the reason why I have this platform and this podcast and this voice. So I have to always give credit to him. I cannot come out here but like, it's me because I'm special and great, absent from him. I just have to have the mindset. It's all about me. No, I don't do that. I don't do that. That is not me, because God could snatch away anything from any of us at any given moment if we allow arrogance to fill our heart. So don't allow that. That's another tactic of the enemy. Don't let your I am be, it's about me. Like I am the one that's smart and I am the one that made it happen and I am the one. No. No, you are smart and you are wonderful. You are those things, but because of him. Okay? So we don't ever want to lose sight of that. Let's always have the perspective that God has. So it gives us clarity in this life that can be dark sometimes, but there is light, and there is light, and you bring the light. That's why it has to be you. It has to be you, the one that's changing things. It has to be you unlearning the negative ways of doing things and being. It has to be you, the one that's bringing love and light and fun and joy. It has to be you showing people that it is possible for them to have whatever it is they want. It's snowing outside. I'm in the East Coast, y'all. So it's in New Jersey, and the weather has been crazy, but I'm grateful for those wonderful days and all the days. But it was just snowing for a bit, and now I'm like, it was just like spring/summer the last couple of days, and now it's snowing. And God is like, I am what I am, and if I want it to snow, it's gonna snow. That part. So you bring that. You be the I am, not the negative I am. The I am of God, the possibilities, the strength, the power to bring your vision, your goals, everything you want to life. Everything that he put inside of you to life. You be that. Because when you are that, what you truly are, when you are that, you're activating your greatness. And that is going to be another episode too. So God willing, you activate that. Because Queen, you are heavy. You are heavy. And when I mean you are heavy, I mean you are powerful. You are powerful. There is so much in you. So much that needs to be brought out into the world, into the two worlds, your own personal world, the external world. And yes, there's some things that are meant to be sacred. I'm not saying that everything needs to be, like I heard someone say that everything doesn't need to be monetized. Everything doesn't need to be a business. There was this entrepreneur, extremely successful woman, and she wanted to start doing crocheting. Someone's like, you should start a business. She was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to crocheting is my safe space. Crocheting brings me peace. I don't want it out in the marketplace. I don't want that. I don't need to do it, and I don't want it. And even if I did, I don't want that. And I have a lot of respect for that. Because number one, she's owning her power, saying, no, let me stop you right there. This is my life. I don't need to do that. If that's what you want to do, cool. But for me, not everything needs to be out there. And that's true. We need to cherish. Things need to be cherished and sacred. In addition to that, and just owning your power, and that brought her peace. So if you don't want your peace disturbed and something brings you your happy place and you don't want it out there, that's your power. That's your right to say, I don't want that. If someone wants to do something different, that's great. That's cool. Whatever works for you. You know, I'm about doing what works for you, as long as not being evil. You know what I mean? That's what I'm against. I'm against evil. But if you want to do what's right for you, do it. You know, if it's helping you grow and be closer to God and be a better person than you were yesterday, do it. Yes. But when it comes to knowing who you are, it goes back to knowing your connection with God, and the I am is connected to, it has to be me. So now I want you to think about, I really want you to think about something that you really want to do. Just one thing. And when you think about one thing you really want to do, You're like, oh man, if I had the chance to do that. Or, oh man, if I had the time. Or, oh man, I've always wanted to do that. I want you to think about that. Just one. Just one. Because you know how I am. It's just sometimes we get inundated with so much. I don't want to give you a list of things. I'm like, think of 5 things. You're like, girl, I'm trying to tackle one. Whatever it is. It could just be a goal. It could be, I want it to be a dream, a goal, which is accomplishment tied to it. Anything that you want, that you can think of, that you're like, you know what, I really need to do this and I really want to do it. Whatever it is. Remember, whatever works for you. It could even be, like I've said before, it could even be just going to bed maybe a half hour early. That's fine. That brings peace. Trust. I took a nap today. Barely take naps, but I had to take a nap. You know what I mean? You know those days you were like, God, please, if any little time, I'm going to take a nap. You know how we just, as we get older, we just like pass out from anything. You'll be in a car, you're like, Jesus, take the wheel. You know, it's just like you knock out like a baby. It's Ramadan, so I'm fasting. So it's just like my energy has been gone. So as I'm recording, I am fasting. Alhamdulillah. I'm doing it because God, I could do it. Love Ramadan. It is the best time of the year. And it's just great. So, you know, I'm fasting right now. So wonderful. And yeah, I love it. So, you know, but I am sleepy. You know, right now I'm good, but I took a nap today. I took a nap. And it's great. It's great. But again, it could be something like that. It could be 30 minutes of sleep. It could be taking a nap. It could be whatever it is. It could be, I want to go skydiving. Whatever. I want to learn another language. Cool. Whatever works for you, Queen. But the point is, I want you to know that you can do anything with God. And it has to be you, because see, the thing is, none of the things that you want are going to come to life or going to be activated if you don't do it. That's why it has to be you. That's why. The joy and the happiness, the things that you truly want, will not come to fruition. Excuse me. They will not be a thing if you do not take action. And like I said earlier, consistency. Consistency is big. And I would say procrastination back in the day used to be a real inhibitor for me. Like I used to be like, man, like just really a big procrastinator when it came to my work, things like that. I took care of it. But when it came time for me and taking care of me, big procrastinator. And I will say, there's women, we do that sometimes because we're so busy giving everybody else. When it comes to us, you're like, where's the time? When am I going to do that? How's that going to happen? Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, that's not serving us. That's not helping us. So this is why I'm saying you need to think about that one thing that you want to do. You've always wanted to do. Think about that. And just, you know, close your eyes and even think about it. Like, you know what, Nadira, I'm going to pause for a little bit and just think. What is the one thing you've always wanted to do? Where is the one place you've always wanted to go? What is one experience you want to have? What is that feeling, that yearning that, you know, I want to do this, but I just don't know how, you know? What are the gifts, the one gift, because you know you got plenty that you have inside of you that you're saying, man, I need to do this. I just don't know how. It could be writing a book, you know, writing poems, starting a YouTube channel, maybe getting on social media to start promoting something that you believe in, your passion project, whatever it is, getting closer to God, you know, you're like, I know I need to get back to work on my relationship with God. I just don't know how and when. And if that is the case, and I say, just start now, just start talking to him, you know, just start talking like, hey, God, I'm here. And he knows, and he knew you were going to come talk to him anyway. So this is why it's very important for you to start doing that. And us all. Because see, Queen, each one teach one. When you were teaching those that you love that it is possible, you're changing lives for the better. You know, you're like, you know, someone I love is doing this one thing that I never thought they would do. And they're doing great and they're thriving. And now I can too. I can do it too. Do you know how wonderful that is? Do you know what that does to someone when they see you as a possibility, when you are a walking blessing, because you are walking in the blessings that God put in you? You know how special that is? That's like, what? Like, how often have you seen someone do something so amazing, so great that it empowered you? You're like, wow, it is possible. Wow, I just want to go out and do that same thing, right? Where does that come from? Right there, him. It comes from God. So therefore, if he's showing you, he's saying, hey, queen, it has to be you. It has to be you. I let you see that so that you know that you can do it too. Because if they're doing it, you can do it. If they have it, you can have it. As long as it's the right way, right? That's why God wants you to see it. He doesn't want you to see it so you can wallow and be upset and be jealous and envious and depressed and have anxiety and stressed out all the time because of it. No, he doesn't want that. He's showing you because he wants to show you what is possible. He's showing that you can have it. There's no shortage of blessings. Not coming from God. No, that's where blessings come from. No, he's showing you what's possible. And I am possible, right? I am. And that's why it has to be you. God's like, it has to be you. You were the one that saw it. You were the one that can do it. That's for you. You. Uniquely you. Me being a speaker, a motivational speaker, a life coach, communication strategist, and all that, right, that God has put in me and on me, would not be possible because of him. But how inspiring is it to see other beautiful Black little girls, to see me, young queens, to see me up speaking, empowering them, or other beautiful women, no matter what your race, Black, white, whatever, we're all one people, to come together and be like, wow, she's doing that. I can do that, whether it be a speaker or not, but she's speaking to me about the things that I can do to wake me up, to activate the greatness I have inside of me. How inspiring is that? To be a blessing for somebody else because you were activating your blessings, right? And so it has to be me. That's what God put for me. So this is why you have to do what is for you. You have to. And now, we got to start activating that now. We can't keep waiting for the right time and the perfect time. We can't. They're saying World War III. It's like, y'all, it's just like, what's like, what's going on? That's what they're saying. God only knows. But like, and as scary as that can be, we still have to hold firm to God. And we still need to, and only God knows. All that's in God's hands. So remember I said earlier that nothing goes past God without his approval. That's a fact, good and bad. And the bad can be confusing at times. He's like, God, why did you allow that to happen? All knowledge is with him. We know what he knows not. I mean, astaghfirullah, oh my God, he knows what we know not. So we don't know. God knows. But there's nothing going on without his watch. But even though this is what the media is projecting and the things that are happening in the world and in this country, whatever is happening, that still shouldn't stop you from being who God put for you to have, for God to have. I'm sorry, let me back up. For you to have what God wants for you. Okay? Because it's not like God is over there where there's turmoil and he's forgetting about you. God's like, well, I'm over here because I got to take care of this and forget about you. He's not doing that. All these prayers are being given to him. All these, the du'as, prayers in Arabic, all these du'as are being sent to God simultaneously. And he's like, I got it. Nothing. It's nothing for him. So don't ever think that you can't come to God and God is not going to take care of you, because that is not true. I promise you that's not true. And that's why it has to be you. You are a blessing, queen. You're a blessing. And once you know that you're a blessing, you could be a blessing for others. Because the better that you are, see, you can only give more when you have more, right? And you should always give, absolutely. But you can give more when you have more. But you could be able to have the abundance that God has for you when you start knowing and believing it has to be you. It does. It really does. And I'm so excited for you. I'm excited that you're going to be doing these great things. I mean, I'm excited that you're listening to this. You know, look how excited I am. Because I know what's possible. I know you could do anything, anything. Have you ever heard stories like miracle stories where people are like, oh my God, I was in a car and all of a sudden my car went into the ocean and out of nowhere, my car, a big man picked the car up and took me out and all of a sudden the man disappeared. Or stories when someone was terminally ill and all of a sudden the doctor's like, you're not going to make it. And then they get lab work again and the doctor's like, I don't know how it happened, but you're miraculously, you're better, but we don't know what happened. These miracle stories. That's all God. You are a miracle story. You existing is a miracle. You being here is a blessing. So walk like it, be it, act on it, and be consistent. Remember, don't take too much on. Monday momentum, powering the pivot, right? We don't want to do too much because there's a lot going on in our lives, our daily lives. There are. So I don't want to put too much on you, but I do not want you to forget about you and know that it has to be you. It has to be you, Queen. It has to be you to get your peace back. It has to be you to have healthy boundaries. It has to be you that takes action. It has to be you that loves you. That's what it has to be. All of this that I'm saying, it's just a love letter to you, for you to love you, Queen. Truly, that's what this is. And God's saying, I love you. I see you. And I got you. So therefore, let's go. Right? That's what it is. It's a love letter to you saying, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it. Even though I don't know how it's going to turn out. I don't. But I'm going to do it because I'm walking in faith. I'm walking and God's got me. I'm having a firm faith and remembering God, I can do this. And I'm true to this. And you got to do it. Got to do it. Love you, Queen. Love you. Love on you. Love you. Has to be you. Love you. This is about you loving you. So you know how I go. You see my passion. You see my intensity because I know what's possible. Oh, I know what's possible. I have seen some beautiful things. Beautiful. I mean, just us existing is just beautiful. I was looking at the sun rise this morning with my children, and it's just powerful. I'm like, look at God just painting the canvas, like da-da-da-da. And I'm like, babies, look at that. Look what God did. And they're like, oh my God, wow, it's so beautiful. So my daughter gets the phone, is recording it. Things just appreciating God's beauty that he has for us. He's just like, he just opens the sky, makes it colorful for us just to see him, just to be like, wow, wow. And he wants us to be unbusy, to just take a moment and just stare, just stare, just wow, wow. And even at that, it has to be you. It has to be you to recognize that sunset. It has to be you to recognize that sunrise. It has to be you to recognize the sunrise in you. It has to be you, Queen. See, all of this is connected. There is no separation. None. It is all connected. The exact same way our body works in such a symmetry, a perfection of balance. Blows my mind. Blows my mind. I found out that the thyroid, my sister was educating me on the thyroid, my little sister, on the thyroid and how important the thyroid is. Clearly it's important because God doesn't have anything in our body that's not important. Everything serves a purpose. But the fact that it exists, and oh my God, it's just like if the thyroid is off, your body can be off, right? But look at that. Something that is overlooked that we don't know about. But a lot of women, sometimes we struggle with our thyroid. But look at that. Something like that. And just the rest of the body, the balance, right? And look how God's got it all under control. So therefore, what you want, Queen, and it has to be you, he's got it under control. So it has to be you, is the love, for you to love you, and your purpose as well. You were created on purpose for a purpose. On purpose for a purpose. Truly. No cap. 100%. Wallahi Allah, you were. So we got to start taking action. Okay, Queen? It has to be you. 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 And the final time I will say it in the sequence, because I'm going to say it again. It has to be you. It does. So I want you to do that one thing that I went over. Do that one thing. Think about it. Let's start taking action on it. And let's start believing that we should have it. And let's start moving that direction. Okay? As always, Queens, it is such a joy to come and just be here with you. And I love so much that God has made it possible for me to do so and my husband to do so, and for us to be here for you and to show up for you. How beautiful it is that you can watch this anytime, anywhere around the world, in the comfort of your bed, wherever you are. You could just boop, that connection, the fact that he makes it possible for us to be able to be around each other, to have that community, because community is important too, to be able to have that. Look how he did that for us, because he knows the importance of what we're doing, and he knows how special you are, truly. Okay? So I want you, and you need to, always remember that it has to be you. It has to be you that activates your greatness. It has to be you to believe in yourself strongly and have a firm faith in God. It has to be you to remember that you're created on purpose for a purpose, and that you have to bring your gifts to life. It has to be you to be a blessing for yourself and for others. It has to be you. No more paying attention to what other people are doing. No more focusing on distractions. No more wallowing. No more talking about what I don't have and thinking of lack. No more of that. We are thinking firmly in purpose, and that I can. And therefore, I am. Right? Remember, your I am is connected to your, it has to be you. And as always, Queen, it is a joy. I love this podcast. I love talking to you. I love it so much, as you can see. And I'm very grateful that you were here and showing up for you, and continue to do so. So as always, remember, forever forward, never backwards, that you are worth more than gold, and you were created from greatness. So therefore, greatness lives in you. And I will see you in the next episode.